What's up, guys? It's your boy House Arrest Pro here. I had considered not doing a playthrough of this game on my channel. As a lot of you know, I actually started a playthrough of this game on my channel and then turned around and deleted it because I was so angry at the game and because I do not think it's the sequel we deserve and we wanted. This is The Last of Us Part 2. But in retrospect, now that a little bit of time has passed, I still don't think it's a great game. I don't agree with a lot of it, but I mean, it is a horror survival game. So I am going to do a Last of Us Part 2 for noobs playthrough, just like I do with all the other games. And yeah, so this is going to be that. I'm going to lay it down in 45-minute long episodes, just like I do with other games, and we'll get through it. Now, just so all of you know, I've already beaten this game, so this will be my second playthrough. And another reason that I've decided to record it and put it on here now is because with the first playthrough, because there's so much looting involved, there was just a lot of episodes where it seemed like I didn't make much progress at all. It was all, you know, a lot of it was looting. So now that I know more specifically where items are, hopefully this playthrough will be quicker. So here we go, guys. This is The Last of Us Part 2. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's do this. That fan is so loud. Sorry about that.
You're supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country or something. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that whole cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the Firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What do you do? I saved her. Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. That's a lot.
What does Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
So while I got a few minutes here, because this opening intro is just a lot of the credits rolling and that sort of thing, introduction, I wanted to talk about something. This cure that they're talking about. Alright, so here are my thoughts on it. First of all, is it a cure or a vaccine? Let's assume, since they're calling it a cure, then that's what it is a cure. Or maybe it's both. Alright, so my thought process is everybody looks at Joel as being like he has doomed all of mankind, basically, by taking Ellie out of the hospital and not allowing this quote-unquote cure to be made. If it's a cure, are we really to believe, first of all, that those that are already infected will just snap back to their regular old human selves if administered this cure? Now, maybe with someone who's just turned or something like that, but I mean, think about, or like clickers with their head split open and bloaters with all these huge physical defects and abnormalities. Are they really just, that shit just gonna fall off of them and like, okay, now they're back to themselves again? I doubt it. Okay, so, and even if that is the case, are you really gonna like hold a bloater down or ask him to lie down while you administer this cure? Like, if that's the case, then it seems like dealing with the infected would be the same whether there's this cure or not. It seems to me that you would still have to put down those that are already infected, making this cure just something for the future. And if that's the case, here's another thing. Here's my second point. In order to avoid becoming infected, okay, it's not rocket science. Apparently the stuff is not just airborne everywhere. There are certain places where there are spores that it's obviously airborne, which they've learned to get around by wearing gas masks. And the only other way to become infected is by getting bit or some sort of direct contact with somebody who is infected. So my point is, how important exactly is this cure? I mean, they still have enough survivors of people who are not infected to repopulate the earth. Keeping from getting infected seems to be,
It's okay, I got him.
I mean, unless you're just in a risky situation to where you have to go out and deal with the infected, seems to be pretty easy. Just avoid those who are infected and
Talking about earlier. Can't say I'd have done different. I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
thank you, Tommy. But anyway, just avoid those who are already infected and avoid areas with spores, or if you have to be in a situation where you're around areas with spores, wear a gas mask. Other than that, I mean, I don't see the good this cure is going to make. Now, if it's a vaccine that can be given to like babies and stuff to keep them from ever getting infected, I see the good in that. But if that's the case, couldn't they just wait until Ellie died from natural causes and extract this vaccine then? Because either way, a world with or without this cure seems like you deal with it the same way. First of all, take out those that are already infected, whether there's a cure or not. I mean, let's assume that it's not just going to fix physical defects and, you know, like I said, clickers with their freaking face split open. Let's assume that they're not just going to go back to being normal. So deal with the already infected, avoid areas where you could become infected, like with spores and direct contact with those that are infected. And I don't see the great importance of this cure. And I don't think it was dooming mankind to take LA out of there. That's just my 2 cents. But anyway, here we go, guys. I promise to try not to interrupt too much.
Ellie?
Jesus. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I tried knocking, but
Hey,
hey,
what's up, Joel?
just checking in. Folks are, talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah. Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's, oh shoot, I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you...
Joel, it's pretty late and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just, I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
What's this?
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
Okay.
Okay. Promise me that you won't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't.
Trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore. As I believe, and I believe I can see our future days of you and me.
For those of you that think you might recognize that, it's Future Days by Pearl Jam.
There you go.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get.
And believe me, you'll hear that song several times throughout this playthrough.
She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promised
this.
that I'd teach you how to play.
You did.
So what do you say, tomorrow night? First lesson?
Deal.
Okay.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
That's so dumb.
Good night, Cal.
Now, for those of you watching this and thinking, why does everybody hate this game? It looks amazing. This game is absolutely amazing up until a certain point. And then there's a huge turn of events, and you'll know when it comes, that it really lost a lot of its fan base. But if I was grading the game up until that point, I would have given it a 10 out of 10. After that point, completely different. All right, so this is 4 years later, jumping ahead.
Hey,
Morning.
sorry, I totally overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never...
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that. Stuff together while we're late.
Smells fine.
Alright, so the first playthrough I spent a lot of time just looking at every little thing, and I'll show you guys the highlights. This is an absolutely visually amazing game. The graphics are just wonderful. There's a lot of these little Easter eggs in it. Like right here, you'll notice the flat screen TV, and what do we have? A PS3. It looks like one of the older backwards compatible PlayStation 3s with some games here. Can't really tell what those are. But yeah, lots of little cool hidden Easter eggs. Band posters of bands that don't really exist. But there is one that's a real band poster. I'll show you that later on.
Sure.
But as far as the mechanics of this game and the combat, it's so smooth. I absolutely love it. The visuals are wonderful, and the story is great up until a point.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
Heads up, you're the talk of the town this morning.
What?
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina,
She kissed me.
which triggered Seth to call you a not so nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
Sounds exciting. Maria wants a word with you.
Where is she?
Diner.
Is this about Beth?
No clue.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me?
Hey, so... We're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. I just... I don't want you to think...
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
And this game looks like a movie. If you were to take, and I'm sure somebody has already done this, but if you were to take all the cutscenes and just put them together, you could literally call it The Last of Us 2 movie, and somebody would sit down and watch it. And just a few of the subtle details here that really make this game amazing. Just want to show you, like I said, a couple of the highlights. I'm not going to spend as much time as I did on my first playthrough. But check this out. Alright, so we're in this town. Now let's say we walk up to this thing. Watch. We actually lift our hands to warm them on the fire. This is why this game is AAA. This is why we waited so long for this game. Is all these little subtle details. Back away, that goes away. Just very cool.
Hey, Ellie.
Stuff you won't see in any other game.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi.
Also, like if you walk up on a lot of these little groups of people, then she'll actually say hi or raise her hand. There's normally some parts right here. Oh, I've fully upgraded all the parts and weapons. That's right. So there won't be any parts.
Wanna grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
But yeah, I may check online and see if anybody's actually done that yet. I'm sure they have. Taken all the cutscenes and just
Excuse me.
edited them all together to make like a movie.
Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me. Please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
So this is the guy that called us a name or something after we kissed Dina, or Dina kissed us the other night. We don't know what that is yet, but we'll find out.
I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dina are headed out. Get you some sandwiches.
Okay.
Or steak.
Thank you, Seth.
You safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bacon sandwiches.
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
Let me walk you out.
Hey.
Now see, to me, if you make me some steak sandwiches, all is forgiven. Obviously,
When you go out, I want you to trade off with Tommy and Joel.
with Ellie, it's completely different, but
Where do I meet them?
You go up to the Northwest Lookout. They're scheduled to arrive later today. Watch yourself. There's too many sightings.
we even have a movie theater here in our little town,
I was gonna check out the creek trails.
playing movies like
Hey,
Housebreaking Rufus.
you know the creek trails?
Not really.
Such a good movie.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take.
Well, that solves that.
The plot is Rufus pisses on the living room floor, and so you take a slipper and
Can I talk to you for a sec?
pop him in the nose a few times.
What's up,
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria?
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
We're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry. Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina! Assignments!
Give me a minute.
We get your girlfriend to the stables, please.
Hey, Dina. Can I talk to you? Hey, guys. Tap it out.
So this is the chick that kissed us the other night, and Jesse's ex.
Hey. I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. I felt bad.
Why?
Because I started the whole thing, and I shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people.
No, you were drunk. It's fine.
Well, still, I don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading into it or anything.
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Because you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much. You want to fuck him up?
Yeah, I do.
You asked for it!
Alright, so a little tutorial
Oh, shit! Get to cover! Go!
is basically what this amounts to.
Gotcha! We're on the board, suckers! Eat that! Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny. Oh, you like that?
I don't know what happens if you lose this snowball battle. I don't think I've actually ever lost. I know that was a fucking good throw. Here I am hidden behind.
Oh, suck it!
Did I get him? Damn it.
Over there and bite you, like for real.
Oh, get some more snow, get some more snow, get some more snow.
See you. In your face! Boom! Eat snow, you little shit! We're winning! Oh, you better hide! Oh! Ha! Oh no, you got snow in your hair.
Got that little mug. 2 to 10, bro.
Shrimps? Hey! How's it feel? No! Get her! Help me! You'll never get away with this! Get off of her, you monsters!
All right. We actually have some work to do.
It's funny, but if you keep the snowball fight going longer, one of them, I think it's Dina, actually says to one of the kids, "Your parents don't love you."
So, Jesse wants us to do the creek trails. He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
Oh, that's nice you assigned us together.
You're gonna like this route.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey, ladies.
Who's here?
Thanks.
What up, hosts?
Hey, Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Look who decided to join us.
Yeah.
One for you. And one for you. Open it up. Settle down, children. All right. You all know the drill. Run your routes, mark your logbooks, clear any infected you see. You run into anything you can't handle, you come back.
Sir, yes, sir.
Be smart about it. All right. Get going.
Alright, so here we're introduced to a new character. Several new characters, actually.
What were you dreaming about?
Was I talking?
You doing your teeth grinding thing?
Where have you been?
Grab your gear. I want to show you something.
What?
Trust me.
Come on. This way.
I'm going to be real careful not to spoil anything for you guys, but you don't really know
Want to do this when the sun's out?
how
It's warmer.
she ties in at all in the beginning.
And you don't want to just tell me?
You need to see it.
But there are several little things that you'll pick up on between hers and this guy's interaction together.
What are you doing wandering around out here by yourself?
Been restless.
You too?
Feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
You can see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Yeah, no, probably not. You did all this in the dark?
Yes. Now come on.
We keep going like this, we're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird, you're freaking me out.
I'm not being weird. Careful jumping over these.
Are you breaking up with Mel?
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
Alright, so you take that to mean that this guy is going out with some girl named Mel, and that her,
As graceful as you.
or this guy and the girl you're playing as went out
What is that?
at some point together
Fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
as a couple, because she said she's already had her fill.
Hey. Eyes on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
Finally got a name,
What
Owen.
up your ass?
Oh, and her name, Abby.
Stop flirting.
Haha, you funny. Abby and Owen is who we have here. And Owen is dating a girl named Mel. And Abby and Owen used to be a thing. That's what we picked up from that whole conversation.
Does it?
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Indeed, it's Jackson.
Have you told anyone else?
Wanted you to see it first. Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. A few more outposts in between. Electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they'll be happy to offer that information.
Well, then we make them.
You hear yourself?
Okay, what do you want to do? What is going on with you?
Mel's pregnant.
Oh. Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
Everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right? I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want. But not at any cost. Hey,
Don't.
see you back at the lodge.
Fuck.
Alright, so you don't really know how they tie in yet. But you picked up on several things from that conversation. One
I don't give a fuck.
is that Owen's girlfriend, Mel, is pregnant. Another is that they are looking for someone. Don't know who that someone is. We just know they're looking for someone because they were talking about assuming he's in there. We lure him out. So, that's all the details you have so far. Well, shite. I just came from here. Okay. I can't get through that. This just goes back here. Here we go. I'm about to get lost for real. I am lost. Hold on a minute. I can figure this shit out. Here we go. No? There we go. Yeah, and she doesn't seem too happy about that. Like maybe there's some feelings still there. Dead dude. Bunch of dead dudes. Ooh. Another dead dude. Or dudette. Can't tell. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Pardon me. Ooh. I do have tutorials turned off because I know the gameplay, so but just to let you guys know, there is a dodge in this game and it works really well for initiating fights. Not like that, because I obviously fucked that up, but there we go. That was something there was not in the first game. There was no dodge mechanic. Oh shit. Thought I heard two. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah.
My shoulder.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this first episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm House Arrest Pro, and this has been The Last of Us 2 for noobs. Be sure to tune in on the next one. We'll start off right here. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.